Have you ever wondered why, even with daily workouts and plenty of protein shakes, your muscles still seem to shrink after 60 or 70? You're not alone. Millions of older adults face this exact struggle. They eat lean meats, lift weights, and drink protein powders, yet their muscles keep fading. This condition has a name: sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And it's not a small issue. Sarcopenia is one of the strongest predictors of weakness, falls, broken bones, and eventually the loss of independence. Imagine training hard, doing everything right, yet still feeling your strength slip away. That's the frustrating reality for so many seniors. Here's the surprising truth. Muscles don't just need protein. They also need collagen, the structural protein that holds muscle fibers together, like the scaffolding of a building. Without enough collagen, all the protein you eat is like bricks without mortar. It just can't hold. For years, people were told that bone broth was the answer. Blogs, books, and even celebrity diets promoted it as the ultimate collagen source. But when scientists tested it, they found most servings contained only 2 to 3 grams of usable collagen. Seniors actually need at least 15 grams per day, 5 to 7 times more than bone broth provides. So, what's the real solution? In this video, I'll reveal the forgotten foods that deliver up to 8 times more collagen than bone broth. The 3 common foods silently canceling collagen's benefits, and a simple daily plan that shows you exactly when and how to take collagen, so your body actually uses it. By the end, you'll see that rebuilding strength after 60 isn't about chasing protein alone. It's about giving your body the missing piece it's been craving all along. For decades, we've been told that if you just eat enough protein and exercise regularly, your muscles will stay strong. But here's the truth that most people, even many doctors, overlook. Protein alone isn't enough. Think of protein as the bricks for building a house. Yes, you need them, but bricks without a frame just collapse into a pile. What holds them together, what gives your muscles strength and structure, is collagen. Collagen is the scaffolding of your body. In fact, it makes up about 30% of all the protein inside you, forming the connective tissue that surrounds your muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Here's where it gets critical. Your collagen production actually starts declining in your 20s. Slowly at first, but by the time you hit your 60s, your body is making less than half of what it once did. That's why so many older adults can eat chicken, fish, or protein shakes every day, yet still watch their muscles shrink and their strength fade. Without collagen, much of that protein is wasted. Let me give you an example. My friend George, 72, lifts light weights 3 times a week and drinks his daily protein shake. But he told me he still felt weaker every year. When his doctor suggested adding collagen peptides along with his workouts, the change was incredible. Within 3 months, George noticed not just more muscle tone, but better balance and fewer aches in his joints. And it's not just his story. Clinical trials confirm it. Older adults who combined collagen supplementation with resistance training gained twice as much muscle compared to those who relied on protein or exercise alone. The takeaway? Collagen isn't optional. It's the partner nutrient that makes your protein truly effective. If protein is the brick, collagen is the frame. Without both, you can't build strength that lasts. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your body as the years go by. Collagen isn't just a word you see on skin cream bottles. It's a protein your body builds from 3 amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These tiny building blocks weave together like strong ropes, creating the scaffolding that supports your muscles, joints, and even the blood vessels that keep them alive. But here's the challenge. As we age, the enzymes responsible for stitching those amino acids into strong collagen fibers begin to slow down. At the same time, Oxidative stress, think of it like rust on metal, starts to break down the collagen we already have. It's a double hit. You're making less new collagen, while the old collagen weakens faster. By the time most people reach their 60s, collagen levels have dropped by more than 50% compared to when they were in their 20s. And the effects show up in ways we all recognize. Soreness that lingers after simple activity, stiff joints in the morning, reduced flexibility, and that heavy fatigue that makes you move slower than you'd like. Imagine an old mattress. When it's new, the springs are tight and it bounces back easily. But after decades, the springs sag, the fabric frays, and every movement sinks deeper. That's exactly what's happening inside your muscles, tendons, and ligaments when collagen declines. Science confirms this. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with higher collagen intake had stronger muscles, less joint pain, and faster recovery. Another trial showed that daily collagen peptides improved grip strength and walking speed within just 12 weeks, markers that doctors use to predict independence and longevity. The takeaway is clear. Collagen decline is not just about wrinkles or aging skin. It is a root cause of weakness, stiffness, and slow recovery. And unless we actively replenish collagen every day, we're fighting a losing battle against sarcopenia. So the question becomes, if you could slow down that rusting process and rebuild your body's scaffolding, wouldn't that be worth a small daily habit? Collagen isn't optional. It's essential fuel to keep your body strong, steady, and full of life. For years, we've been told the bone broth is the magic answer to stronger joints and muscles. It's on every health blog, in countless cookbooks, and sold in meat cartons at the grocery store. The promise sounds simple. Sip a warm cup of broth, rebuild your collagen, and fight aging from the inside out. But here's the surprising truth. The science tells a very different story. Bones are not actually loaded with collagen. They're mostly minerals like calcium and phosphorus. The real collagen in animals is concentrated in connective tissue, skin, tendons, and cartilage. So when you simmer bones, you only extract a small fraction of collagen. That's why most store-bought bone broths contain just 2 to 3 grams per cup, and even the best homemade versions, simmered for 24 hours, rarely provide more than 5 grams. Now let's put that in perspective. Seniors need at least 15 grams of collagen every single day to meaningfully protect muscle and joint health. That means you'd need to drink 3 to 5 large bowls of bone broth every single day just to hit the minimum. Be honest, how many of us could actually do that? And here's where clinical research gets clear. The real muscle and joint benefits of collagen start at doses above 10 grams per serving. Anything less, and your body absorbs the amino acids, but doesn't get enough to rebuild the scaffolding your muscles rely on. It's like tossing a spoonful of gravel into a pothole. The road still breaks down. What you really need are truckloads of asphalt to make a lasting repair. The challenge doesn't stop there. Many commercial bone broths are heavily processed at high temperatures to make them shelf-stable. In the process, much of their natural gelatin, the form of collagen your body can actually use, is stripped away. What you're left with is more of a flavored comfort drink than a therapeutic solution. So here's the bottom line. Bone broth can be soothing, even nostalgic, and it may warm your spirit on a cold day. But if you're serious about fighting muscle loss and keeping your joints strong, bone broth alone simply isn't enough. The collagen dose is too low, the benefits too limited. In the next part, we'll explore 2 overlooked foods that deliver 8 times more collagen than bone broth and can actually make a real difference in protecting your strength and independence. Let me share with you one of the most overlooked but powerful sources of collagen: fish skin broth. Now, I know most of us grew up thinking beef bones or chicken bones were the go-to for strength, but here's the truth. Fish skin is packed with type 1 collagen, the exact kind that makes up nearly 70% of your skin, tendons, ligaments, and the very scaffolding that holds your muscles together. What makes fish collagen even more remarkable is its size. The molecules are smaller, almost like tiny keys that fit perfectly into your body's locks. In fact, studies show fish collagen is absorbed about 1.5 times better than collagen from beef or chicken. That means you're not just drinking it. Your body is actually using it. And the results? Research is clear. Older adults who added fish collagen saw improvements in muscle mass, skin elasticity, and joint comfort in as little as 12 weeks. One study even found a boost in grip strength, and doctors will tell you grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity and independence. I remember meeting Mrs. Robinson, a 76-year-old retired teacher. She was skeptical at first, but after sipping homemade fish skin broth for a few months, she noticed her knees felt steadier, her skin less dry, and her hands stronger when she played piano again. Her story echoes what science has already proven. The best part? You don't need expensive supplements to try this. All it takes is saving the skins and bones of salmon, cod, or snapper, simmering them gently with a splash of vinegar for 3 to 4 hours, and you'll have a broth that delivers close to 10 grams of collagen per serving. That's double or even triple what you'd get from traditional bone broth. The flavor is surprisingly mild. It blends well into soups and sauces. And because fish carries fewer heavy metals than land animals, it's also a cleaner, safer option. So if you've ever thought collagen meant powders and pricey jars, think again. Sometimes the most powerful medicine sits quietly in your kitchen. And in this case, it's the skin of a fish. Now let's turn to another collagen powerhouse that's been hiding in plain sight. Something you've probably thrown away thousands of times without realizing its value. I'm talking about the egg membrane. That thin, almost invisible film you see when peeling a boiled egg. It looks fragile, but inside, it carries an impressive package of collagen types, 1, 5, and X, along with hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, and chondroitin. The very same compounds doctors often prescribe to protect joints and connective tissue. What does the science say? In one clinical study, adults who took just 500 milligrams of natural egg membrane daily reported less joint pain in only 10 days, and within 60 days, they regained noticeable flexibility and ease of movement. That's an incredibly fast turnaround, especially for something as simple as the layer under an eggshell. Here's why it works. The egg membrane stimulates fibroblasts. Those are the cells responsible for building new connective tissue. Imagine your muscles as the bricks of a skyscraper. Protein from your diet provides those bricks, but without scaffolding, the building collapses. The egg membrane acts like that scaffolding, holding everything together so your muscles can grow stronger and resist breakdown. I remember meeting Mr. Thompson, a 74-year-old retired carpenter from Indiana. Years of work had left his knees stiff and sore, and even simple walks became tiring. His granddaughter, who studied nutrition, suggested he try natural eggshell membrane supplements. Within a couple of months, he told me, it feels like someone oiled the hinges on my joints. He was back to gardening and even kneeling down to play with his dog, something he hadn't done in years. So how can you put this into practice? The easiest way is through NEM, natural eggshell membrane supplements, usually available in small capsules. Just one a day can provide the same benefits as peeling dozens of eggs. But if you prefer a traditional route, some cultures simmer eggs with their shells on, allowing small amounts of collagen and joint-supporting compounds to seep into the broth. It's a time-honored, natural way of reclaiming these nutrients. The bottom line is this. Bone broth may feel soothing, but egg membrane delivers what your muscles and joints truly need. Not just collagen, but the full toolkit to repair, protect, and keep your body resilient as you age. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions are hidden in the simplest places. Now that we know why collagen matters and where to get it, the real question is, how do we fit it into everyday life? Think of it as a simple framework built on 3 pillars: timing, quality, and synergy. Let's start with timing. Your body uses collagen best when it's in repair mode. That's usually within 1 hour before or after activity, whether it's a brisk walk, light yoga, or even resistance training. Think of it as sending construction workers to a site while the scaffolding is still open. Give your body collagen during this window, and it can lock it straight into your muscles and connective tissue. Next is quality. The truth is, not all collagen is created equal. Aim for at least 10 grams per serving if you want real results. A cup of homemade fish skin broth easily delivers this amount. And for a concentrated boost, a small capsule of natural eggshell membrane provides powerful connective tissue support in just 1 dose. Together, these sources give your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong. Finally, let's talk about synergy. Collagen doesn't work in isolation. It needs partners. Vitamin C acts like the spark plug, helping your body weave collagen fibers together. Citrus fruits, berries, and bell peppers are excellent choices. And minerals like magnesium and zinc activate the enzymes that reinforce your tissue strength. Without them, collagen is like bricks without mortar. The potential is there, but the structure won't hold. So what does this look like in a real day? Imagine this simple routine. Breakfast: a smoothie with marine collagen powder, spinach, and fresh berries. Lunch: a plate of salmon with leafy greens. Afternoon: before your walk, a warm cup of fish skin broth. Dinner: a single capsule of natural egg membrane. By the end of the day, you've delivered 20 to 25 grams of high-quality collagen, enough to support muscle repair, improve balance, reduce soreness, and even strengthen your grip. One of the strongest predictors of longevity. Think of this as an investment account for your body. Every sip, every capsule, every nutrient-rich meal is a deposit into your future strength and independence. And just like compound interest, the benefits build over time. More energy, better recovery, stronger muscles, and the confidence to keep doing what you love well into your later years. As we wrap up today's video, let's clear away one of the biggest myths many of us have trusted for years. Bone broth may feel comforting, but when it comes to stopping sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, it simply isn't enough. Why? Because the real problem isn't just about lacking protein. It's the slow breakdown of the collagen scaffolding that holds your muscles, tendons, and joints together. Without that framework, protein alone is like pouring bricks on the ground with no structure to build on. The good news? There are powerful, overlooked solutions that science and tradition point us toward. First, fish skin broth. Rich in type 1 collagen, it's not only more concentrated, but also more absorbable than beef or chicken. Just 1 cup can give you around 10 grams of collagen, enough to truly support repair and recovery. Second, egg membrane. That thin layer inside the eggshell. It's packed with collagen types 1, 5, and 10, plus natural joint helpers like hyaluronic acid and glucosamine. Together, they act like scaffolding and lubrication for your muscles and joints. So what's the practical takeaway? Aim for 10 to 15 grams of collagen every day. Pair it with vitamin C from foods like citrus or berries. And don't forget gentle exercise, walking, yoga, or resistance bands. Think of collagen like a deposit into your strength account. Each sip of broth, each capsule, each nutrient-rich meal is a small investment, and over time, those deposits compound. The payoff? Stronger muscles, steadier balance, healthier skin, and the energy to keep living independently. Here's my challenge to you. Try adding just 1 small change for the next 14 days. Maybe it's a warm cup of fish broth in the afternoon. Maybe it's a collagen smoothie for breakfast. Or maybe it's a simple egg membrane capsule with dinner. Track how your body feels. your recovery, your energy, even your grip strength. You may be surprised at how quickly your body responds when you give it what it truly needs. And before we go, remember this: aging does not mean weakness. With the right strategies, your strength, vitality, and confidence can be rebuilt. One smart choice at a time. If this video brought you value, please take a moment to like it, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue uncovering simple but powerful secrets to age with strength and joy.